Hey, it's Central Valley Business. I'm your host, Steve Walling. My guest for this segment is Madison Thomson, right? Did I get that? Maddie or Maddox?
Maddie.
Maddie. Got that right, Maddie. And that's important. You're going to want to remember this because Madison Thomson Photography is what we're going to be talking about. Might even be associated with Maddie Thomson. She's going to inform us as such. Tell us about her journey into photography and something coming up that you're going to be involved with. So, Maddie, photography. I asked you off camera, but I'm going to ask you again. How'd you get interested in photography?
So I've always been interested in photography. I have liked it since I was a kid. I was the kid that always had the disposable camera in my backpack.
Oh, I remember your kind.
Yep.
Yeah, you're that kid. Okay.
Yep, always had those.
Okay.
And then I got a digital SLR when I was living in Manhattan and just loved taking pictures while living in New York City. And then I had kids and I wanted to capture them because they changed so fast. And then I finally convinced my East Coast husband to move back here to Fresno with me.
So wait a second. You tell me you're a local girl.
I am a local girl. Yep.
Born and raised. Huh?
Yes, born and raised in Fresno.
And you got that East Coaster to come here?
Yes, I did somehow.
2 thumbs up for that.
Yeah.
All right, awesome. What does he do?
He works for Fresno Unified.
Does he? He doesn't do your. They don't need developing anymore. Well,
No.
so much for that. He works for Fresno.
Yeah. Yep.
And you got a couple kids, and so you decided to take it to the next level.
Yep. So we moved back here, and I decided that I was going to pursue photography as a profession.
Okay, as a profession, as you started your pursuit, what was your journey like? What did you do? We know you started out with cameras, and you were that person, and your kids, and you moved here. But when you made that decision to take it to the next level, what was your path? How did you get to where you're at?
So I'm self-taught, so I did a lot of looking on YouTube, a lot of online courses, and just practicing a ton with my kids, with my family, with any friends that I could shoot.
With a camera?
With a camera.
Yeah, okay.
With a camera, yep.
Okay. And so how long now have you actually been as a professional photographer?
About 2.5, 3 years.
About 2.5, 3 years. And you kind of like it, right?
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Yeah, just a
Maybe more than a little bit.
Yeah, more than a little
Kind of
bit.
like outrageously, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So, photography, it's a wide universe. What part of that universe does Maddie have?
So I focus on families, and
Okay.
particularly young families. So I capture all of the goodness from newborn, cake smashes for 1-year-olds, and doing family photography.
Wait a second. You see this gray hair? Cake smashes. That's your what is a cake smash?
So you get a little cake, and then you get a little 1-year-old who's maybe not had a whole lot of sugar yet in their life, and then you just let them go at it.
Yeah,
They
you're one
smash
of those
into that
kind.
cake.
Okay, you get them hooked on sugar.
Yes,
Next thing
exactly.
you know, it's going to be Twinkies, and well, I don't even know if they do Twinkies. So you get that on camera. Those are really kind of special times.
Yeah.
They only happen in a split second,
Yes.
and then they're gone.
Yes.
And so, if now it's my grandkids. A few years it might be great-grandkids, but, if I wanted to capture some of that special time, or as a parent, if you're a parent out there, you want to capture that, what a great idea.
Yeah, it goes by so fast, and I really try and serve the moms that come to me. I really want to make sure that they're comfortable. I feel like so many times moms don't end up in the picture. I have lots of pictures of my kids. I have lots of my husband with my kids, but there's not as many of me. And so I just really wanted to make sure that moms were going to be able to get in the picture, and that I was going to be able to capture their love for their children and what that looks like right now. So
Dads
that,
too, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
dads too. Dads can
I'm
come
old
in
school,
too.
so okay,
but
cool.
I think it's
Yeah,
just
all
so
right.
important for moms.
And I see that because I have a lot of pictures of my kids, and mom's not there and dad's not there.
Yep.
I mean, I treasure the pictures, but I understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
And so okay, now I'm a young parent, just make believe, and I've kind of watched this, and I'm going, I could kind of resonate with this. I like the thoughts, I like the creativity, and you should. So, how do I get a hold of you?
So you can go to my website.
Which is?
MadisonThompsonPhotography.com.
Okay.
And then on there, you can go to the Contact Me page, and it has all the information. You just send in an inquiry.
Okay. So now I've done that. I've sent in the inquiry. And what happens then?
So I take care of you the whole time.
Okay.
So you automatically get an email with my welcome guide that has information about me, the locations that I like to use, what a session with me is like, and what the pricing is for all the different types of sessions.
So you kind of lay out all that information right up front, so
Yes.
they can get that. They can kind of crunch numbers, think about time, events, places, whatever, and then they get a hold of you. Okay, now what happens?
So then we decide on a date. I send a contract and invoice. You can do it all online, super easy, and then you'll get a prep guide.
That's kind of like very professional and businesslike.
Yeah.
But you're a professional photographer.
I am
so
a
there you go.
professional.
A real professional. Oh, that's awesome. Okay, so we do that. We consult beforehand. Time comes. You come out, you do the photography. Now, in today's photographic world, it's instantaneous. It's not like you have to go back into a dark room and develop and create a proof sheet and come back and we look at this, that, and the other. What happens? The event. They're not going to stop the event to just go through and look at the photos, right? Or do they?
No, so we do a session. I do lots of games. I make it super fun. I tend to photograph younger kids, but even older kids like to have games. Nobody likes to just stand there, and I always give you a pose picture of everyone looking because everyone likes that for their Christmas card or over on the mantle. But I do a lot of games in my photography. Yeah, exactly.
I love
I call it
grandma,
the grandparent picture. I make sure you get the grandma picture.
There you go.
Yep.
Okay, so we do that, but again, because we don't develop or whatever, but could I get like real on photographic type paper? You can do that?
Yeah, so after the session,
Yeah.
I go home, and you're right, there isn't, like, developing film, but you're still developing the pictures. I don't give you just what's on the back of the camera. I edit them, and I make sure everyone looks good. I get rid of the blurred ones or the ones with silly faces and stuff.
Or where my wrinkles really
Yeah,
show?
all those ones. So I get rid of that, and then I send you an online gallery.
Okay, so that's kind of like a proof set.
Yeah, exactly. So you can look through it, and you can see all of your amazing pictures, and then within the gallery, you have access to an online shop. So from there, you can order any like actual printed products that you want. So I sell albums, I sell books, I sell USBs if you want to have like a hard copy of your digital files.
Yeah.
And I sell like just regular prints and wall art and all sorts of great
Amazing.
things.
Like you really have this full professional
Yeah.
offering, don't you?
Yeah.
Because you're a professional photographer.
I am.
That's great. No, that's really wonderful. And because I have had my chance to raise a few or so, and I realize the importance of having photographs. Those times that, again, like we were talking about, that instant is here and it's gone.
Yeah.
And you don't think about it oftentimes in the moment. It's the first birthday and everybody laughs. We have a good time. But did you get that picture? Did you get that? And if you're busy doing the cake, mom or dad, and maybe you got your own little phone camera and stuff, but it's not the same when you have a professional that can come in and not only pose, but be there in that moment to catch that picture.
Yes.
Oftentimes, it's that picture is the one that everybody ends up going, that's the one I want.
Yep. Yeah.
And you do that.
Yep.
And that's great. That's really exciting. I think I'll get into professional. You've convinced me.
Come join.
Yeah. No, that's great, Maddie. Now, we talked all about that, but that's not what you're here to talk about. No, that was just kind of the preamble. What you're here to talk about, wait a second, what time of the year is it? Well, okay, it's kind of going into springtime. We're in the Central Valley.
Yeah, it's
Fresno,
going into spring for Central Valley.
And you're a local person, born and raised, and you're a photographer, and, we're going to have great blossoms. There you go. It's that time when we got, because of all the great agriculture that we got here, and I don't know if they call trees crops, but the cherries and the almonds, and they're almonds when they're on trees or off tree. I don't remember what of them. Almonds one time, almonds the other. But pistachios, but all those trees, and I don't know about olives. Do olives have blossoms?
I don't know if they blossom.
I don't know.
I feel like they're
ones. Maybe not big ones, but we do. We've got some great. Matter of fact, it's so great that you can get maps for the Blossom
Blossom
Trail and
yep.
stuff. And so you do that.
Yeah. So,
tell me about it.
So I have a friend. So I don't go onto private property without permission.
Right.
So I have a friend who owns an almond orchard, and so I go and I use that location, and it's pretty close. It's just a little ways past Valley Children's, and so I have families out there meet me during blossom season, which is usually just like the last week of February, first week of March. It's so short. So this year I'm doing limited edition sessions just on the last Saturday of February.
Now, see, you didn't tell me that. I thought you were just going around taking pictures of trees off the roadside and stuff.
Oh, no.
No, this is great.
It's for the families. It's my favorite time of year to photograph
Really?
families.
And you're right, it is. It's a very tight window.
Yep.
Okay, so if you're seeing this, you're in that time. Don't wait till next week or even 5 minutes from the time you see it.
No.
Go, again, look online at
MadisonThompsonPhotography.com.
There you go. That's great. What a great idea, though. That's,
Yeah, it's super fun.
So, okay, what are the things that you might do during a photo session in the
almonds?
Yeah.
Yeah, so, I mean, I treat it like any of my other sessions, so lots of games and lots of playing still. The thing I love about the almond sessions is that there's just so much light because of all the white blossoms all around. You're going to end up with these really light, bright, and airy photos. I like them personally because that's more of how my home is decorated. So these are the pictures I like to have printed and put up big on my wall versus the pictures maybe we take in the fall is going to be a more dark kind of theme to it. And so if you have a darker home, that might be something you want to put on your wall versus just in your Christmas card.
Okay. Well, great.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for coming and sharing that. That's awesome.
Thanks
I
for
learned
having
a little
me.
bit, Maybe I should have been in another life. Maybe.
Yeah.
Maddie, thanks for being on.
Thank
I
you.
really like your concept of the blossom photo session. Yeah, doing kids. No, that's it is. It's important.
They have a lot of fun. They love seeing all the blossoms. It's like snow falling.
And we're going to close out, but Mike's got a couple of photos he's going to put up, and so we'll take a look at these, and I'll see you when we come back.